Stay focused. Let's go, KD. Take a look around you. Look at find your way, man. Yeah, take a look around you. Look at find your way, man. Yeah, I talk is talk and move is move.
Welcome everyone to Ask Papa Swolio Live. Come one, come all. We got questions. We got some answers coming today. For all of you that want some answers, Papa Swolio, we want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. We want answers. We want answers. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Smash that like button, fam. Come on in. Smash it, smash it. Yeah, it's real. Hey, move is move. Will not make gains. What's up, fam-wise game G's? What's up? What's up, fam-wise? What's up, fam-wise? Red, white, and swole. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Recognize, beach. You can't handle the gains. Let's go. Hit that like button. Make sure you hit the share button. Let's go. Come on in. Come on in. Get those alerts. My goodness. Where are these alerts at? Get notified. Let's go, you straggling fucks. Come on. Bullshit. You got time. It's Sunday. Get the fuck in here. Get the fuck in here. Get in here. Get over here. Get over here. Finish him. Make gains.
I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't know you. You don't know me. Still got
Welcome back to the Daily Swole Podcast, episode 1584. I'm your host, Papa Swolio. We'll get started in just a few minutes. Get comfortable, get some coffee, get some tea. Get those nips ready. Ooh.
I'm releasing all these niggas. I can't be peaceful with these niggas. I'm like a diesel when I fucking gas up. Running my route, better pass up. Running from God with a pastor. Chewing on the game like a pasture. I ain't never looking for a handout. You can put your motherfucking hands down. It's like a goddamn drum line. But it's like my man, my son. KD erupted Vesuvius. These demons, they on the loose. So, hey, y'all wanna win, put booby and always remember to tie in my boots. Hey, I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't know you. You don't know me. Still got my soul. Still make this bring these niggas change. But I stay me. I'm tired of watching these puppets and calling them on.
Keep hitting that like button. Make sure that those likes matches how many people are watching on YouTube. Hit that like button. Facebook, it helps. Facebook, it helps. If you're watching on Facebook, if you're one of those people. But I mean, come on. YouTube, come on. Hit that shit. Stay cool. It's rainy as fucking Florida. Rainy as shit balls. Give a fuck what you think.
From me, the king will come collect his fee. I do the most, y'all do the least. We don't eat scraps, we only feast.
All right, so we got to ask Papa Swolio today. So if you got questions, make sure you are ready to ask them. We will get into it. And I will answer your questions. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
They try to pretend, they try to be friend, wreak havoc instead. Look at the trends, can't comprehend my dramatic ascent. I'm heavenly sent, they try to condemn. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the man. Yeah, different vision, but the same goes. Big collision off the main road, that's the beaten path where my brain goes. Felt the devil's wrath off my halo. Hella stones, no Thanos. Hella gold, no rainbow. This is hella genius in my brain lobes. Hella gross as far as revenue goes. Bought me a net for these Benjamins though. You not a threat, you an enemy though. Broke me a sweat, killing enemies slow. Body offset, all these feminine flows. Hardly upset, but you testing me though. All of these stats are depressingly low. Why your girl think I'm a specimen though? Drones in them perks, my medicine though. There's no comparison. Black in America, little too arrogant. I just embarrass y'all niggas irrelevant. I shouldn't mention it. That's royal etiquette. Out of my element, way too intelligent. Grab you a therapist, send in my sentiments. Neck full of sediments. Cop me a Tesla and skirt through the valley. Drop the investment in Silicon Valley. All this cake, but I'm missing the patty. Might mess around and just move to Miami. Drums are so loud that they breaking the chassis. King of the grass like I'm Lionel Messi. I am not crass, but my mental is messy. Mud in my glass while my pencil is sketching. All these rappers, but no one impressed me. Most of them actors that labels is testing.
Come on, stop whining. Come on, stop whining. Come on in. Let's go. Let's do this. Barrel and a barrel. Ba-da-da, na na na.
Yeah, that's the bad that you made. That's the bad that you made. Yeah. Yeah, bad that you made. That's the bad that you made.
Aye, Katie, let's go.
All hell King Darius.
That's a bad that you made.
That's the bad that you made. That's the bad that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing?
Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies. You children popping mollies. I'm so intelligent, my honesty turned into philosophy. I go hard in
Get
the
that
paint.
timer on there.
Nigga, I'm like Harden on James.
I like that.
I don't wear my heart in my sleeve. Just look in my eyes, nigga. You can do what you need. I do what is right. I don't fucking want what you have. Just look at your life. Nothing about it sacred to me. It's out of my sight. That just means it's out of my mind. It's not worth the fight, nigga. Yeah, I'm out of my mind. I'm out of my mind. Hey, you did what you did.
Yeah, you do what you did.
Give a fuck about intentions.
Don't give a fuck about
You can watch what I do.
Give me all the eggs and bacon that you have. I know what I'm about, son. I know what I'm about. Oh, God. I know what I'm about, son. Swolenormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Okay. Tasting testicles. Testing testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 1584 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gaincast, mancast, pimcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. Settle down now. We all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. Everest and K2 flexing all you beaches. We got some Papa Swolio in the corner, and we got a little sexy nut to take care of in just a hot minute. So make sure you drop down below. What did you smash today? What did you do? What did you dizzy do? What'd you smash today? Drop in the comments down below. And of course, today is Ask Papa Swolio Live. We got some just the tip stuff. But we also have, we got just a tip, but we also have a Q&A session. So any of those questions, we can get into that in just a little bit. So if you got questions, hold on to them for just a second, and then we'll get into those in just a hot minute. Know what I'm saying? Know what I mean? Know what I mean, fam? So what'd you smash today? What if you have no friends? Does it still help to hit the like button? Yes, of course it does. Of course it does. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's not an ego thing to say, oh, hit the like button, hit the like button. It does help. If you hit the like button, YouTube's more likely to show it to more people. It's ridiculous how few people actually get their alerts, which is why I got to send out a few fucking text messages to make sure that people actually show up. Because it's pretty ridiculous. It's pretty fucking ridiculous. YouTube does not want to give people alerts. It certainly does not. Like, really doesn't. Like, really doesn't want to give people alerts. So usually we got some stragglers coming in, which is why I send out a couple text messages. But as everyone comes in, just kind of tweaking a couple different settings here. As everyone comes in, just drop a comment down below. What did you smash today? And yeah, happy Sunday, everyone. So, make sure you hit that like button. Otherwise, I will turn this podcast around. I swear to God.
You're not making this easy on me, boy.
I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to Jeebus. I swear to Jeebus. Oh, we got some calls to release Tessie from the nut. Shall we release the Tess? I'm seeing a couple. Oh, no. Oh, the pupa's moving. Oh, you're going to knock this beach over, aren't you? You're going to knock this beach over. I know you are. All right. We shall release the Tessie. Release the Tessie. Release the Tess. Everyone, cover your nips and all rise for the busting of the nut. Put some respect on it. All right, look at that sexy girl. Red, white, and swole. Oh, look at that. Look at that sexy beach. Now I couldn't even go for the full thing. Hashtag red, white, and swole. I couldn't. Look at that sexy beach. Look at that cutie. Oh, I couldn't take the camera off you. All right, you moved. You ruined it. It was so romantic and so cute. I'll give a little bit of a backup. Look at you. She's usually not that friendly. She's usually not that receptive to the camera. You know, she's usually either, she's ready just to jump on that Tess. You know she's going to jump on that beach. You know she's going to jump on Tess. Yeah, this is not going to end well. Let me move this stool forward. This is not going to end well. I do not see this ending well. She's way too close. So hashtag red, white, and swole for today's Swole card. And of course, Ask Papa Swolio. Use the hashtag APS or hashtag Ask Papa Swolio, as you can see down below, to ask your questions. We'll get into this ish in just a second. We got some tip coming up, got some new releases to talk about, and you can get your questions ready. You can start dropping them down below. You can start dropping your questions if you have them, and I'll get to those in just a second. So give them a little droppy. Drop them down. Just an inch. Do it. It's cold outside. We got a new accountability meeting tomorrow, fam. tomorrow, Monday, September 7th, 12 noon Eastern time. New releases. Don't miss it. Big stuff to talk about. Always new releases, but make sure you check out tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time. The Daily Swole podcast will be private exclusively for members only. So if you are not a member of the Swole fam, you will not be getting access to tomorrow's episode, and you don't want to miss a single episode of the Daily Swole podcast. So make sure you go head on over to swolenormousx.com because you can join for less than $3. The link is down below, or that little, you can see it, swolenormousx.com. Super simple. Go check it out. And like I mentioned, for $2.99, less than $3, trust me, you've spent $3 on stupid shit. It's a game changer for you. Get some community in your corner, get the access to the Swole fam, get access to Swole TV, and you will surround yourself with the best fucking people. The best fucking people, no question about it. We got some Red, White, and Swole on the Red, White, and Swole channel, on the Papa Swolio channel. And of course, we have Labor Day weekend. I don't know, whatever. This is one of those like just days like, hey, we can take a day off. So lazy weekend, whatever. I don't think anyone, Labor Day, does anyone care? Everyone's had 6 months off. So I don't think anyone really cares about Labor Day. I certainly don't. But if you are traveling, which I think is pretty stupid, if you are going on vacation right now, which I think is pretty stupid, if you are going around a lot of people right now, which I think is pretty stupid, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to have spikes. What do you think is going to happen? Common sense. Matt Damon, everyone. This is an article. Whoa. Oh, we're seeing a lot of people down here. We think this is going to cause a spike. You don't say. You don't say you're going to have a spike. You don't say you're going to have a spike. You don't say there's going to be a spike because a lot of people are hanging around each other. No kidding. No kidding. Shocker. We also got a racist tweet. This is a sad story. This is a sad story. A sad fucking story. A sad fucking story. Go watch this because it's absolutely an accident. There's no way that this was actually intentional. And it's so, watch all the way to the end, because literally when I'm looking at the keyboard and I'm talking about it, you will literally see how easily this is a mistake. And shockingly easy to make this a mistake. Shockingly easy. So it's just horrible that someone can just lose their entire career because of a fucking mistake. And there's no way back from it, which is stupid in itself. Okay, we got some nuts on chin on the Swolenormous channel. We got here 6 months off. Speak for yourself. You can go fuck yourself, Phil. I don't have any days off ever, so you enjoy your day off. I ain't got one. I ain't got no day off. No days off. Never. I haven't had a day off in, what was that, 5 years. Thankfully so. You shouldn't have a day off. Why are you taking a day off? No one should have a day off. Fucking Labor Day. Get some fucking work done. Get some work done. Put some work in, right? Okay, not vegan. So this is Miley Cyrus, right? This is whether or not you believe her nonsense. I don't think anyone really does. But she said on the Joe Rogan podcast the other day that she was no longer a vegan for her health. She's no longer a vegan for her health. And she's no longer a vegan for her health, and people got upset. And she's like, the vegans are going to come for me. The vegans are going to come for me. And to that I say, and I think we all say, I love you too, Phil. To that we all say, good. Right? Good. To that I think we all say, fine, good. I don't think any vegans care. None of the real vegans, none of the good vegans care if someone's a vegan or not. If you're actually a vegan for you, if you're a vegan for the right reasons, you don't care if someone else is a vegan, do you? Do we have any vegans in the audience right now, or any of you watching a vegan, which is totally fine. But if you're do you care? Do you care if someone else is a carnivore? Do you care if you do paleo? Do you care if someone else is paleo? If you do keto, do you care if someone else is keto? No. If you're worried about your own shit, you don't care what anyone else is doing. Like, who cares? Who cares? And it makes sense. It makes sense. Most vegans are not healthy. Most are not. They're not doing it right. They look unhealthy. That's why a lot of them don't be vegan anymore. They don't be vegan anymore. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Angry vegans. Rah, rah. But she said in the interview, or on the Joe Rogan podcast, the reason why it made the streams is that she was saying that the vegans are going to come for me. And it's crazy how the vegans would come for you. Like, why? If you don't want to be a vegan anymore, fine. If you're truly a vegan for the right reasons and for your reasons, then it doesn't matter if someone else is or not. Do it for you. Britt loves Quincy. Some people just be mad for no reason, namely vegans and fat positive people. True that. True that. True that. Alexa Ray, being a vegan is not for everyone. Quote, louder for the preachy vegan people in the back. Yeah, right? Say it louder. Look, I know people. Hey, I know vegans. I have no problem with vegans. I got no problem with vegans. We have vegans inside the Swole fam. Just don't be a pusher, right? Ray, I'm vegan and the people who are giving her crap for this need to not. It's not for everyone. Doesn't Miley Cyrus have Crohn's or something? Celiac? I have irritable bowel, IBD, irritable bowel disorder, or IBS you meant. The D is right next to the S, so maybe you said I meant IBS. And being vegan can be a struggle for me sometimes. I'm lucky soy doesn't mess with me the way wheat and some other things do, like raw vegetables and certain fruits. It's not for everyone and it's hard. People who say being vegan is easy need to not. I'm concerned about you, Ray. If you have IBS and you're a vegan, I would strongly consider why. You're probably not watching right now. This is from YouTube, but it doesn't sound like being a vegan is the right thing for you. If you're a vegan and you have trouble with whey and you have trouble with raw vegetables and certain fruits and you have IBS, it doesn't sound like you should be a vegan, to be honest. I'm just curious more about this, but you're not watching right now. But anyway, if you're a vegan, fine. If someone else isn't, fine. Let them. We got some extra thirsty. This is ridiculous. I covered this on some Nuts on Chin, I think a week ago. Phrases you didn't know were fat phobic. So in case you were wondering what phrases are fat phobic, if you're afraid of hurting someone's feelings, which apparently everything hurts people's feelings today, check out this video. This is available now right here on the Daily Swole channel. And this is from Justin. What up, Jay? What up, JG? Do we need a degree to tell others what is fat phobic, or is simply being fat enough, and how fat do we need to be? Exactly. With all these extremist groups, with all these social justice warriors, it's never good enough. Okay? It's never good enough. You're never woke enough. It's always, the target's always going to move, and they eat their own. So if you think you're woke and you think you're doing well now, you're not doing well enough for them. Like, you have to do better, more. It's never enough. Bayry B. Unfortunately, I don't think they will realize their weight is a problem until these activists start dying from their obesity. It's sad, but I'm afraid it is true. When is that going to start happening, right? When is that going to start happening? When are all these fat positive people going to start? The next 10, 20 years are going to be very telling. Next 10, 20 years are going to be very telling. I'm just me. Quote, food is essential to live. So is water, but if you drink too much of it at once, you can literally drown internally. There is such a thing as excess. Yep, you can get water poisoning. Indeed. We also got some new Swolenormous Pro on the Swolenormous Pro channel. Did you all enjoy the new Procast? Yeah. The new Procast is fucking fire. And we got some new highlights too. So this is a highlight from episode 3 between your boy and King D. We talked about Spotify and Joe Rogan. And I do have another impact coming on the Spotify deal because there's been some issues with people claiming censorship from Spotify, and it's very interesting. It's fascinating. So make sure you are checking that out as well. Okay, so let's get into some Ask Papa Swolio live. Reminder, 12 noon Eastern time tomorrow inside the Swole Fam group. Thank you, Jen. I'm glad you enjoyed the Procast. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Super stoked that you're enjoying it. Yes. Just dropped episode 5 yesterday and might be dropping another episode tomorrow. When I say dropping, we laid it down. So tomorrow probably do another one, but we have 2 more that are being released. Probably have another one coming tomorrow. So if you are free or you have time off or you're traveling or whatever, you'll have a Procast for you. So we'll have a new one coming, and there's going to be a lot more coming, a lot more highlights, a lot more impact. So if you enjoy that type of content, make sure you go and subscribe to Swolenormous Pro. If you like science, you like technology, you like staying up with the news and all that kind of stuff, make sure you go and check that out. Business, marketing, attention, intention, distribution, all that good shit. So check it out. All right. So right now, this is your episode. So whatever you want to talk about, if you don't want to talk about much, we won't talk about much. And if you do want to talk about stuff, we'll talk about it. So you have the ability to ask me anything right now. and I have the ability to answer whatever I want to answer right now. So if you have any questions, you could drop that in the comments below. And a reminder that there are a few other channels if you're just tuning in. There are a few other channels, Swolenormous Pro, the Papa Swolio channel, and also we have of course, the Swolenormous and the Daily Swole. So you're already here on the Daily Swole. Make sure you subscribe to the other ones. That way you don't miss a single release, a single one. So you can ask questions you can ask stuff about the Papa Swolio channel. You can ask about Red, White, and Swole. You can ask about the Swolenormous Procast. You can ask whatever you want. If you have questions about tech, it doesn't matter what you want to ask right now. This is just Ask Papa Swolio. I don't care what you ask. We'll talk about anything. It's rainy. I'm chilling. If you just want to chill and you just want to hear me just talk and just run my mouth and ramble about nothing, we'll stay for a few minutes. We'll bounce. Whatever you want to do is up to you. Drop that comment down below. What's up, pup? How we doing? What's up? What's up? What's up, Ish? No? Don't care? I'll try to give people a little bit. Try to give them a little bit. Give them a little bit of you. A little taste. Josh, about a half hour through the Procast. Nice. Of course I love all the Procast. Of course you do. I'm glad you do, Cerny. Stoked. Let's see. Super Jen. I have to say the Procast and everything about Swolenormous has helped me grow mentally, physically, and professionally. Thank you, Jen. I'm so happy to hear that. Excellent. Excellent. Procast is definitely awesome. Love the long content. Thank you, Booger Bubble. Any Labor Day? No. Nope. No, it's just another day. Today is Sunday. Tomorrow's Monday. I don't like holidays. I don't really pay too much attention to holidays as much as I can help it. It's not a holiday. It's just a day off. This is a sales weekend. Nope. No plans. Another day. Tomorrow's another day. Another day. Same, but different. What's the political scenario there? I don't know what you mean. Political scenario where? What do you mean there? Let's see. Ryojin, Papa Swolio, I know you're a big advocate for barefoot working out. Does that include stuff like plyo or jumping cardio? Especially if you're doing it indoors? I don't wear shoes for anything. I don't do tons of plyo. I do kettlebell stuff. I don't do tons of jumping. In terms of cardio, I do yoga, I do kettlebell work. But yeah, for running and stuff, sure. Everything's barefoot. Everything's barefoot with minimalist shoes like Vibrams. But I don't do running anymore. If anything, I did sprints, but it's just not really necessary. So I don't really do a lot of what is it? But I do. Let's see. Do I do any jumping? Not really. I haven't really done any plyo for the most part. But yeah, I do barefoot stuff for everything. And when I say barefoot, it doesn't necessarily mean you're not wearing anything. You're just literally bare feet. I do because I train at home. But when I went to the gym, I would use Vibrams, but the same. But obviously, you have to be very, very, very adapted to doing that. You don't just go barefoot and go running. You don't just go barefoot and start doing plyo. You're going to fuck yourself up. You're going to get stress fractures and stuff. You have to really, it takes months and years to rebuild that bone density that you've been missing for your entire life. Because if you're wearing shoes, you don't have the same bone density in your foot. What do the cards attached to your screen say? Oh, they say all sorts of things. I'm not going to read them, but you might catch them now and again. I don't mind you seeing them, but I'm not going to go through what all my cards say. Here, these are my personal cards, but you might catch them now and again. Got a few of them. That has to be the serendipity of maybe catching an image and catching a glimpse of them. But I don't hide them, but at the same time, I'm not going to expose them. They like being right there where they are. That's like that's a what is it? That's an Easter egg. That's an Easter egg. That's an Easter egg. That's an Easter egg. You gotta catch them. Catch them. Let me see here. Let me see here. Papa, why don't you do a full political channel? I think it'd be great. That's what Red, White, and Swole is. Pretty much. News and politics. like 30-minute vids. Why 30 minutes? They're already like 10, 15 minutes. I mean, I only have so much time. So it's about reps. It's about done better, just getting it done. I mean, you mean just like doing them longer? Or you mean something else, like sitting there with like fake papers, like, and today reporting live, like that kind of stuff? You mean like the Swolenormous channel or something? I mean, or do you want just longer videos or multiple topics in a video? How do you mean by that exactly? I appreciate it. Thank you. Let me see here. I will actually tell you, there's a couple here that I usually see when you go over my shoulder. So execute more, Summer 16, Team Swole, just some basics. But I have, I mean, very similar, just things that kind of keep me inspired in terms of the cards on the wall. I was kind of busting chops about the cards on the computer. But I have more over here. I have more cards over here. I have some on top and all that stuff. So lots of cards. We talk about that on... God, I've gone through so many episodes where I've talked about cards. I've done so many videos and clips on Instagram and stuff about the cards. That's a whole other series in itself. If you got a chance, would you discuss ad revenue scenario on YouTube? What do you mean scenario? I'm confused about the way you're wording things. If you got a chance, would you discuss ad revenue? How do you mean? Like how little I make on ads? Like how little? How little? How infrequently my videos get monetized? Longer, so just longer, the same ones, like the same style. I mean, they'll be longer if they need to be. They don't need to be longer than that, really. Like what else would I do? Just multiple. The only difference would be multiple topics in one video, but I prefer doing specific topics right now, but everything's in the cards for sure. I mean, that channel, the Papa Swolio channel, is for news and politics and current events and stuff. So it's going to expand for sure. But I appreciate it. I'm glad you're interested. Vaden, good workouts to do in a college dorm, either body weight or kettlebell. Yes, sure. Like you're asking me for good workouts. I mean, what am I going to say right now? Do this, 3 sets of this. There's tons of stuff inside Swolenormous X. All my training content's in X. I would do the Swollen 7s. Body weight's great. Kettlebell's fantastic. Bands are great. All that stuff is fantastic. Try to give me some more context. If I get a question and I kind of like vaguely answer, I don't really have enough context, follow up. A lot of these questions are just surface questions that are kind of just vague, you know? Get specific. This is your chance to get specific. If you ask me a question like, how do I get rid of belly fat? I'm going to pass on that shit. If you know what I'm saying, like, give me something. Let's get some specific questions. Like really ask what you want to ask. Of course, I'll answer if I want to. Hashtag red, white, and swole if you want today's swole card. Hashtag red, white, and swole. What would be a substantial daily serving of bone broth or weekly amount? You could have one a day, cup a day. And how long would it stay fresh? Probably a couple days in the fridge. A few months in the freezer. Yeah, you can freeze it. You can freeze them. I freeze the bone broth. Just let it cool down to room temperature before you put it in the freezer. And I freeze it in the mason jars. Freeze them in mason jars, but let it cool down to room temperature. What I would do, or what I do with the bone broth, you let it cool down to room temperature. I put them in the fridge overnight, and then I scoop the fat, the top off, and then I freeze them. And then when I take it out of the freezer, you let it warm up to room temperature, or you put it in the fridge, and then you can heat them up. Yeah, you can heat them up. You just put the whole mason jar in the pot. You fill it up like halfway with water and just kind of warm it up, and then boom, you got it warmed up for sure. You can have a cup a day or 2 cups a day. I mean, if you're not used to having bone broth and you have it, you just might crap yourself. If you have a lot of like oil, or you don't skim it, for example, but you could have a cup a day. I need to make some more. I haven't had bone broth in a little bit. I think I need some. I heard another fitness YouTuber say to never do any plyo or jumping related work without supportive shoes. That's because most people are stupid. That's dumb. I mean, your feet are supportive if you have strong feet. If you don't, yeah, of course you need supportive shoes or a softer surface. So with barefoot, you shouldn't be jumping on concrete. You shouldn't be jumping on a hard floor. You could be doing that at the beach. You could be doing that on the grass. You could be doing that on a softer surface, on a mat or a pad. I mean, what do you think shoes are? Shoes are just support for your feet. But the problem is you wear them since you're younger and it forms your feet. Your bones don't form properly. And they're pretty much foot coffins. Sneakers are it's foot binding. It really is. And it changes your posture. It changes how you walk. Shoes are terrible. They're really terrible. They have their purpose depending on your situation. If you do something where you're doing construction, you need steel-toed boots. I get it. Like you need to protect your feet, but otherwise you shouldn't be having the elevated heels and all that cushion and protection. That's silly. Hello, I have to read this with an accent. Would you like to try my smoked meat log? Haha, I would. I mean, I'm in Florida, so there's a lot of people ask me to try their meat log down here. It's not the first time. Unfortunately, it probably wouldn't be the last.
I was kidding! I was only kidding!
Citrine, Papa just wanted to say thanks for suggesting in a previous podcast to work out twice a day. Been doing that and meditation every day. Oh, I mean, with your personal situation? I usually don't require or recommend people work out twice a day. It depends on the context of what that means. Depends on what that means to work out twice a day. Lifting twice or doing yoga, right? I mean, it's different than doing 2 weight training sessions, but you can split it up into like 2 smaller ones, for example, like you just said. Well, whatever works. I'm glad it's working for you, Citrine. Good shit. What are you doing for 2 workouts a day? How does that looking for you? Is one of those days yoga or one of those workouts yoga, or are they 2 resistance training sessions? Waffle Chucker. What up? Papa Swole, I just had hardware removed from my ankle. I feel my range of motion has increased with the hardware absent. Of course, but I'm not feeling muscle aches from muscles that haven't been used in a year. How do I balance rebuilding my leg versus monitoring the pain? Well, I mean, follow what your physical therapist says and what you're cleared for. Practice yoga, do a lot of single leg stuff, use bands. I would definitely do all those muscle activations. I mean, do single leg exercises, focus on that weaker leg, but don't overload it. Make sure that any kind of discomfort is that positive type of discomfort, that type of like, okay, the muscle's being stimulated. So you're saying you're not feeling muscle aches from the muscles that haven't been used is because you probably just have very poor coordination. I mean, this could be a situation where like electrostim and stuff could be beneficial, but I'm assuming you have physical therapy. You should be having physical therapy sessions. I would think so, but I guess that depends on insurance and stuff, right? Dun da 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 dun da 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 dun da 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 dun da 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 dun 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 dun. Why is monetization a problem? Everyone uploading says it's a chore to monetize on YouTube. Oh, because YouTube is a bunch of pussies and they censor people and they determine, they're pandering to their advertisers. So they don't want advertisers or most advertisers probably don't want to run their ads in front of offensive content. And today everything's offensive. So, I mean, monetization is always a problem. So if you make really green videos and you make sure you don't swear or you don't talk about controversial subjects and stuff, then you might get monetized. But it's also not consistent, which is part of the problem. So some of my videos might not get monetized and some do, and it doesn't make sense. So some of my videos actually get monetized that really shouldn't get monetized. Like there's no way that some of these videos should get monetized, and other ones just chronically don't get monetized. So it's very, 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 very controlled. It's very censored. YouTube is very censored, much more than people care to admit or understand from the outside. Booger Bubble, I like that the videos are topic specific. Too much idiocy to try to combine. Yeah. I mean, I could do like an 1.5 hour long show and just do all these different topics, but I'd rather just break it up. Yeah, there's too much. There's too much stupidity. I mean, it's like on to the next thing. There's just so much stuff that happens every day. You should see when I have like these news channels open and these articles open. It's just amazing, and you really get to understand what the manipulation's all about. It's so manipulated. It's so biased. It's so ridiculous. There's always something to fit your narrative, no matter what that is. All right, Vaden, I have limited access to my college's rec center, and all I've really got in my dorm is a yoga mat and a 30-pound kettlebell. Well, there you go. I'm trying to get some work done because I've got a triathlon this December. Well, how is any of that going to help with your triathlon? Triathlon is run, bike, swim. So you got a kettlebell and a yoga mat. Well, you got to go run, bike, and swim then. So, I mean, yeah, your kettlebell stuff. Yeah, you're asking me what to do. I mean, you already have it. Do kettlebell workouts for sure. You can look up tons online. You can do the Swollen 7 kettlebell sessions, yoga mat, boom, do the yoga classes inside X. Yeah, I mean, that's great. But I mean, run, bike, and swim. You got to practice what you need to practice to get better at. What level? I mean, if you have more questions about that, like I'm not just going to sit here and be like, well, this is a great workout for you to do. There's just so many kettlebell sequences and stuff to do. What level of dementia do you feel Biden is currently at? Oh, he's pretty high. He's pretty high. Like technically, I'm not a dementia expert, but if it's a 0 to 10, he's probably at a 6 or a 7 easily. This fucking guy.
Matt Damon.
Now, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, whatever, I mean, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing if you're a Democrat because the Democratic Party is now an extremist group, essentially, because they're backing extremist groups. So they also put a corpse running for office. So if you're a Democrat, you're like, wow, they really don't care. They really, really don't care about putting a good candidate forward. I think it's embarrassing. It's sad, too. It's sad. The guy can barely fucking form a sentence. It's so fucking bad. Ah, it's so bad. Every time he has a speech, I mean, like legit, if they actually let him debate, it's going to be it's going to be a disaster. I don't know how they're going to actually let him debate. I don't know how that's actually going to be filtered. How are they going to protect Biden during a debate? He's going to get destroyed. Just destroyed. It's really going to expose itself how sad it is and how pathetic it is. Tristan, what are my thoughts on drop sets during a workout? They're great. How's my day? My day is great. What's up, Greg? Had a coworker interested in the program. Are the free links still available for trying out? Couldn't find them? Yeah, they're under every video. I mean, to try the classes? Sure. They're under every single video. Just go to the Swolenormous YouTube channel. Like, they're all there. There's a class or two floating around. For show. I mean, the program, like what are you talking about? Because obviously X is not a program. So you could try a class, but it's going to be, there's not like workouts and stuff. You got a free Swollen 7, you got a free yoga class. So depending on what video you look at, you could also send us a message. You can use the live chat or send an email or something if you want a link to share, Greg. Would you do collabs with other YouTubers in person? No real interest in that, to be honest. Would I? Maybe. It would depend. I don't really have time or the desire to go anywhere for a physical collab, but it depends. It would have to depend. I have no desire. I have no desire to do any collabs. Really, I don't. I got too much stuff I'm trying to do. Thank you. You're welcome, Greg. Yeah, just send us an email or use the live chat and we can send you a link. How has the toe spreader helped you? The one on your Amazon store? Did you notice big changes using it? I haven't used them. I never used them regularly, to be honest. I used them a little bit. Actually, I saw them because I was cleaning up the office and I saw them over there, but I haven't put them on in a while. But they feel really good. They do feel really good. I never use them consistently, like every night, for example, but you can use them while you do yoga. I recommend them. They feel really good, but they're going to feel awkward at first. So you reminded me. I need to start wearing them again. I'll dig them out. I'll start using them more often. 478, any guests on the live stream? Probably not. I know you had some in the past. EDF. Yeah, no plans. No plans for guests or anything for the live streams. No plans. We're doing a lot of videos. I'm doing a lot of content already, so focusing on the Procast. In terms of guest podcasts, focusing on the Procast right now. But all these possibilities are possible. Possible. It's just hard for me personally to schedule a set time for a set live stream, and it's not worth it at this time, and it's just not something that I want to try to synchronize and organize at this moment. Aren't the free things also under the Get Started section too? No, because if you're in there, you already have access, so they're not in that section. Judry, I want to be able to double cork or more. What? What's a double cork? Is that a swimming? Is that a diving thing or something? What are you talking about? What's a double cork? I don't know what that is. Papa, my PT sessions are done. I do have an elastic band and exercises I can run with that. At 35, I never thought I'd be hobbled, which drives my recovery. I want to run again, but with this arthritis, I don't know how I would not recommend trying to run. Yeah, I wouldn't go trying to fucking run. You're just going to bang that shit back up again. I would start practicing yoga for sure. Yoga, hands down. That's going to help you a lot with your ankle mobility and your muscle control and your activation. I would start there for sure. Yeah, do those PT exercises and all that, but definitely get into yoga. Vaden again with the triathlon stuff. I'm able to get in cycling and running, no problem. The thought behind the kettlebell is to strengthen the glutes, but not sure what exercise to do outside of swings. 2 or 3 suggestions. One arm swings. You could do single leg squats. You could do pistol squats with it. But that depends on your ankle mobility and such. I mean, you could do hip bridges with the kettlebell, but in terms of strengthening the glutes, I mean, kettlebell swings are phenomenal. One-arm swings are great, so you can amplify, and plus you'll get some contralateral stabilization with doing a one-arm kettlebell swing, so I would look into a one-arm swing too. And there's all types of swings. In terms of a 30-pound kettlebell, you want to be careful, but you could do like inside and outside circles. There's all these different rotational. What's great about a kettlebell is you get the power, you get strength, you get endurance, but you also get a lot of mobility. So you get multiple planes of motion. So I would look into other things like windmills and stuff like that. You could do bent presses. There's a lot of stuff that will help open up your torso and open up your mobility, because it's not just, just working the glutes, but it's also opening up muscles around the glutes that will allow the glutes to fire properly. So there's a lot of other benefits as well. Alan is very busy having his whole body being taken over by a tribal tattoo. Every video there's more. Is that right? I haven't watched any of his content in a while. I'll have to reach out, see how he's doing. I'm so focused. My head is so fucking deep in my own shit. I don't even know what's going on with anyone. Legit. I'm only focusing on my shit. Wondering what you feed Papa regularly. I feed her raw beef, beef heart, beef liver. She can't eat beef? Oh, shit. Well, I feed Puppa. She eats raw beef. She's raw beef. She's raw organs. She gets little snacks like fruit and stuff like that. And I usually mash up a little bit of sweet potato in there with her raw beef. So can't help you there. But if yours can't have beef, it's like that's literally what she eats. I feed her once a day. Let's see here. It's spinning. I want to be able to spin more than one turn in the air when I jump for gymnastics and tricking. Like a tumble thing. Oh, you're going to have to go to someone that actually knows how to do that shit. I don't like speaking on anything. It could just be your confidence. I mean, I know just from doing like handstands or for practicing that, you know, if you have someone there or you have a pad there or you have some security, it'll make you more confident. I mean, it's usually a lot of times it's mental. It's not necessarily they don't have the strength. It might just be the coordination or what you're thinking about or a proper cue. So yeah, you would have to go check with someone that knows how to do what you're trying to do. Cause I can't picture what you're trying to do. I don't know about tricking or spinning. I don't like tricking or spinning. Maybe like when I'm grilling a steak, like tricking, like spinning a steak, like having a skill, like psh, like flipping it differently. Oh, my shoulder cracked. 478 will regulate. Hey, look at you coming up on the end of the 90-day dash. Good for you. I know a lot of people repeat it, but if I went to another plan, what would be next in difficulty? Well, they're both more difficult or more challenging, which is why most people, they repeat the 90-day dash and then they level it up. You do more volume, you increase the weight because the mastery of your body control is the most important thing. So Scorched Earth and Swole Season are both savage. So it's not like a small jump. It's a big jump in difficulty in terms of the overload, in terms of the mastery. So it's generally recommended to do the 90-day dash again because you already know what to expect. And that's one of the things that people don't usually understand long-term, like how important that is to know what's coming. Most often with fitness, it's all about changing it up. It's all about being stimulated, just like the internet and social media. You want something different. You want something to change. You want it to be a different workout, a different exercise, X, Y, and Z. But what happens is if you know what to expect, you know where you are, you'll be able to see your progress. You'll be able to see where you came from. You'll be able to see your improvement. You'll have that basic fundamental neuromuscular coordination so that way you can actually increase. You can increase with your resistance. So mastery is much more important, which is why we always go back to the 7 pillars, because mastering the basics is much more important than always jumping in with like random new stimulations. What is that shirt? Because I'm loving it. This is a robe. This is my smoking robe that Mama Swolio got me. I roll up the sleeves. I'm going to get another one. I love it. This is great because it's usually either it's too hot in here and I'm like topless, or I like it cold, but then I'm freezing because the vent, I like the vent. I want the vent on me directly, but I also want it on the equipment to keep it cool. So to have that balance, I like this. I'm feeling the robe thing because I can roll it up and I can still flex and it looks good. I look like a crouching papa. Feel like a warrior. No, raw beef is good. Dogs shouldn't be eating cooked beef or hard food and crunching shit. No, she doesn't have any farts. She doesn't fart ever. I mean, she might if she gets like a table scrap or something that we're eating, or maybe something that she doesn't normally have, or she eats something off the ground that she shouldn't. Yeah. Flipping the steak. Yeah, that guy does all those like weird, I don't know, like capoeira stuff, or I don't know. A Negri. APS, this might seem like a dumb question. I'll be the judge of that.
Matt Damon.
But is it better to do your breathing through your mouth or your nose during a workout? Your nose. I would check out the book Breath by James Nestor. It'll give you a lot of insight, always through the nose. Well, I shouldn't say always, but you can. There's different breathing techniques and stuff like that. But check out that book, but through your nose. Striker Venom, Papa Swolio, what sources of protein for a vegan would you recommend during an elimination diet? I wouldn't personally recommend doing that. So I would default to, I don't like doling out recommendations because I don't recommend that diet. I've been eating Brussels sprouts, peas, and asparagus. Not sure what I can add to make sure I'm getting enough, because you're not eating food. That's how I look at it. You're not eating food. You're eating, I don't know. I love asparagus. I will tell you that. Brussels sprouts jack me up, and peas just. I'm not trying to make fun of being a vegan or anything, but like every time I'm like, I make a face, I just can't help it. Because you say, we're not sure what I can add to make sure I'm getting enough. And I'm like, oh, eat food. I mean, you have such good food out there. You can get some really eggs and steak and fish and chicken. Like, there's such good food available. You're eating Brussels sprouts, peas, and asparagus. You're asking about what sources of protein. It's like, are you eating any? You might need a supplement. You might need like a protein powder or something like that to get enough. I don't like recommending people soy and tofu and, I mean, beans and stuff. Beans and rice are popular, but then there's a lot of starch, and beans really jack a lot of people up because of the lectin. So you have to cook it properly. Any other vegans here? Yeah, you might need a protein powder. I just don't like even recommending. See, here's the thing. You're asking me for Striker. You're saying, what sources of protein for a vegan would you recommend during an elimination diet? I would recommend you do an elimination diet without the whole vegan aspect. If it takes you down the road of being a vegan, it's like you're affecting what the elimination diet actually means. You see what I'm saying? You're eliminating within an elimination, and you're really narrowing, because a lot of the stuff that you're going to probably want to be eliminating is stuff that you're going to be eating on a vegan diet. Tons of carbs, tons of vegetables that could be jacking you up. Like, it's usually, it's like you're going to elimination diet doing keto. You're defeating the purpose. An elimination diet starts from scratch without the bias of, ideology. Yeah, peas are legumes. What we got here? Laura Fitch, I repeated primer week 4 times before starting the 90-day dash. Focused on form and balance practice, red, white, and swole. Hey, yay. I've been eating vegan for 7 years. It's been hard to eat meat. How come you went vegan how come you were vegan? And what's going on? How come you're not happy with it? So nice and quiet. I'm looking through some of the comments, trying to find a question. Let's see here. The damage my stomach survived makes certain vegetables a fresh level of hell. Yeah, it's hard to do an elimination diet if you're already going in with an elimination. If you're going in from a vegan standpoint, it's like you're already like you're starting at the end. And I want to say, like, honestly, this is one of the problems, and I'm not saying anything about whoever posted before about being a vegan. One of the problems with trying to fit a square peg into a round hole is, one, you need a lot of lube, and two, if you're starting at the end, this is kind of like how the biased mainstream media is working. You have the narrative. You have the story that you're trying to tell. Okay, what do we want to tell? Cops are bad. White man bad, right? Orange man bad. Trump evil. White man, white supremacy, white privilege. That's the story we want to tell. Okay, what news, what stories, what articles, what titles, what thumbnails, what can we use to tell that story? That's what the mainstream media is doing. I mean, literally, it's what YouTube does. You want titles, you want clickbait, you're trying to get people's attention and eyes. You're selling ad space. I mean, this is just marketing. The news is marketing. YouTube is it's all marketing. It's all marketing and distribution. So when you're doing veganism, again, it's not a problem. If you want to be a vegan, it's totally fine. But understand that if you're trying to force being a vegan into an elimination diet, it's like, well, you're already trying to get to, that's the conclusion. The veganism is the conclusion, or plant-based is the conclusion. That's not where you start with. You don't start with that. You start with an elimination diet to see what works really best for your body. You have to really reset, and then you have to test it. So you're starting with the conclusion first. I mean, going vegan helped you lose weight. Cutting calories helped you lose weight. And a lot of people lose weight when they go vegan is because they're not eating junk food, unless you're doing junk food vegan. So going vegan, I mean, you're going to stop eating a lot of crap, but that's not dependent on you losing weight. That's just a caloric restriction, or eating less calories, or eating less foods. I mean, you could have been eating other foods that were causing you inflammation or water retention or fat storage, but it's a caloric deficit that helped you lose weight. So it's not necessarily the veganism that helped you lose weight. It's the caloric restriction that probably came as a result of going vegan and cutting out higher calorie foods that were not good for you. But I'm glad to hear it. That's good shit. I'm glad you lost weight. 478, I used to not like meat until I had quality meat. Went to my parents to help cook for them, and they used low quality beef. I thought I was going to be sick because it smelled so bad. Yeah, and that's the thing. If we're talking grass-fed beef, talking organ meats, like eating quality foods. It's not going and eating Oscar Mayer sausages or something. You're not eating salted cured meat. You're not going to the deli and getting 6 pounds of boar's head ham or some shit. Let's see. Papa took me 4 days to stop thinking about junk food. Tell that to Foodie Beauty next time she has a crisis. Why? What happened? Did she do something? Well, I mean, she always does something, but did she do something again? Like again? Like for real? She do something again? What'd she do? Come on. What'd you do? Chantal, what'd you do? Oh, what's in the box? What's in the box? You got here.
Chlorophyll? More like
borophyll. Chlorophyll. More like borophyll. Oh. Let's see what we got here. We got some papa in here. We got, oh, geez. Oh, my goodness. You see what I got to deal with? What's up, baby? You see what I got to deal with? Oh, you want the pets? Yes, you like the petsies. Oh, you want more, don't you? You're a good girl. You're a good pup. You're a good girl. You're good. You're a good girl. Let's see here. Well, vegans can definitely put on weight. Vegans can absolutely put on weight. That's the misconception. The misconception is that eating a vegan is, hey, I want to lose weight, I'm going vegan. Veganism is not a weight loss diet. It's a caloric deficit that's a weight loss diet. Now, being a vegan can help you lose weight because a lot of times when people go vegan, what do? They're eating a lot of vegetables. They're not eating fast food. You can go to, we know you can get Impossible Burgers and all that shit and those vegan fast foods. So you can eat junk food all the time. You can drink soda. You can eat chips and stuff and be a vegan technically. But that's what we call junk food vegan. So a lot of people lose weight because they're cutting out a lot of foods that are not good anyway. But then they demonize beef because If you cut out garbage beef, you cut out grain-fed shit quality beef, you cut out shit quality things like dairy, you cut out shit quality, you're going to feel better and feel healthier, and then you're going to demonize meat, but it's not the enemy. It's because you're eating low quality meat. You're eating low quality animal products. So it's going to be low quality. You can eat low quality. Like you can go and get beef, quote unquote, from McDonald's or Burger King. And you can also get a grass-fed steak. Completely different animal, literally and figuratively. Completely different, pun intended. Nico Cotto just lost 2 pounds. Nico Cotto lost 2 pounds. Just follow his diet. Follow Nico Cotto's diet. Yeah. You could be an alcoholic, have Oreo and chips, and be a vegan. Yo, preach. Preach. Preach, Satara. Good one. Good one. Judri, usually people who go vegan eat the same they used to eat and simply take out the meat so it's less calories. Let's see here. Greg, my girlfriend got introduced to the Health at Every Size community, joined a group that she thought was for finding nice clothes for plus size women. She is losing weight too, and then found out that Hayes took over that. Womp, womp, womp. Yeah, follow Nico Cotto. I'm joking. Don't follow that jabroni. I'm kidding. I kid. I kid. Don't follow Nico Cotto. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Don't do it. Don't do it. As if I really had to tell you. Greg, she was asking me, when did plus size become a personality trait? Oh, people don't have an identity. People don't have a fucking identity. That's the problem. That's the fucking problem. People don't know who they are. Seriously, people don't know who they are. I don't know who I am. I don't know who you are. I don't know how muscular you are. But I will find you. And I will feed you. Yo, we should make a new trailer for Taken. Should we make a Taken for vegan? Should we make a vegan Taken and do one? It's like, I don't know who you are. I don't know why you're vegan. But I will find you. I will feed you. You like go across the world, hunt down the people, and then cook them a steak. Like you take them down, you get on that yacht at the end, and you make a mistake. Make a mistake. Oh, God. I will find you. I will feed you. You will get all your B12 and your amino acids. I will satisfy you. You will make gains. We'll do like a movie guy thing. I'll get like the compression. I'll really get the audio filter. In a world, right? In a world where steak reigns supreme, where people stopped virtue signaling and actually lost weight because it's good for their health. Coming this summer. In a world. Well, look, I mean, one of the most common things to say is, hey, if you're a vegan, it's like, fine, more meat for me. I want people to enjoy their food. I want you to do what's best for your health. And to be honest, some people, being a vegan obviously seems to work. They seem to like it. They seem to respond well to it. It seems to be something that they react well to, and good for them. But at the same time, a lot of those people make it seem like that means it's right for everyone, and everyone needs to be a vegan, and everyone needs to eat like this, everyone needs to do that. I think that's ridiculous. I think we know that most diets, or all diets, are not right for everyone. That's why there are a lot of different people with a lot of different genetics that live in many different places around the world. Some cultures are mostly about fish. Some cultures are very much around meat and steak. Some are, what cultures are just vegan? If anything, you have cultures that are carnivores or cannibals and shit like that. So that's more common. Let's see here. Yeah, some people get sick from meat, right? Some people have allergies or something. It happens, right? Some people get like what am I going to say? Someone gets sick from meat? No, it doesn't. You have to eat grass-fed beef anyway. No, but I'm allergic. Like, I don't care. If you get sick from meat, then don't eat meat. Then fine, don't eat meat. It's obviously not for you. If you get sick from it, then don't eat it. Like, legit, I wouldn't eat meat. If I got sick from meat, I wouldn't fucking eat meat. Remember what I told you all? Remember what I told you about those pickles? Remember that when I ate 3 of those tiny pickles that Mama Swolio got? I ate three small pickles and my ankles were inflamed and bloated for like 3 fucking days. It was insane. It was legitimately insane. It was absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely. It was goddamn ridiculous. Goddamn ridiculous. Uncle Filthy, I mean, Indians are mostly vegan, and look how that turned out for them, huh? Look how that turned out for them. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but...
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
Why can't I hate a man if he's Indian? Why can't I hate... Should we just make this like the most randomly racist show ever? Just rant about Indians all the time, like actual... Just pick a culture that has just arbitrary, just one culture that is just so off like the main radar for racism, and just be so ironically racist towards one culture. And not really be racist, but just like, you know what? Yeah, I don't know. Indians? I don't know, man. I don't know. Just like Australians or something. You know what I mean? Fucking Aussies. Fucking toilets flushing the opposite direction. Oh, I'm a day ahead. Woo. just very, very awkwardly, just awkward racism. Just weird stuff. Let me see. Let's see. What can we do? Just make a group each day? Yeah, we should just be the ironically racist podcast, or the unnecessarily or the blatantly, just openly racist podcast. Like, who should we, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should vote. Who do we want to be racist against? Right? What's a good country or a good, you know? What about like I don't know. What would be good? What could be a good? What's a good group to? Whites on Friday, Friday White Day, Friday Whitey Friday, White Monday. Let's see here. All right, Dances with Wolves. We're going back for Kevin Costner, huh? All right, let's see here. Dun dun dun. Proud Swole today. Hey, welcome to the fam. Hey-o. Yeah. I'm just kidding. Don't be racist, people. Don't be racist. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oompa Loompas? Yeah, fuck Oompa Loompas. That's Foodie Beauty though, right? Or is that Nico Cotto? Or is that Trisha Paytas? The French? Well, if they didn't flag me every time I burped, they didn't give me a hard fucking time. Latinos are fun to make fun of. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. It's good to make fun of some Latinos, especially in Florida. That's safe. That's safe. It ain't White Boy Day, is it? New Zealanders? Or people from Fiji? Don't insult Oompa Loompas. You see? You see this? You see? Always. Come on, stop whining. Come on, sit and spin.
Stop whining.
Stop whining. What do you get when you gobble down steak? Making sick gains every day of the week. Flexing on all of you beaches for days. You should shut up and stop complaining. Okay. I saw Trisha's bunghole. Oh. The Smurfs, you know, like if Smurfs actually existed, you'd be like, behind their back, you'd be like, the fucking Blues. Fuck those goddamn Blues. Blues always trying to park in my spot. Blues always trying to sit in the front of the bus. Goddamn Blues. It's like just slanderous. Did you sign up for OnlyFans? Gross. Gross. I actually really like Foodie Beauty. Well, that makes one of you. No, I'm kidding. Well, you can like whatever you want. I was very sad she left. She was barely even here to even say that she left. She barely gave a chance to stay. I don't see her coming around. She's more than confused. Look, I hope she does come around. Hey, let's say she came back. If she was like, hey, I'll join the Swole fam, and then, hey, look, you know, I'm not trying to. We tried. We welcomed her in. We're like, hey, you can make some changes, make some progress. Let's get it done. We'll do it together. Here are the resources. Let's get started. She just didn't even give it a day. She didn't even get it a day. Didn't even get it a chance. Didn't give it a chance. Not even a chance. All right, fam. Let's give away this Swole card. Stop licking yourself. Red, white, and Swole. Let's give away this Swole card. Good questions. Good talk today, fam. Let's give this card a run. Give this card a run. We got a lot of content coming. We'll talk for a few minutes. We'll give away this Swole card, and then I'll ask got a couple more questions for you. Let's see here. Scrolling. Red, white, and Swole. Let's see what we got here. Anyone's going to get this? No. Laura Fitch, congratulations. Hey-oh. Hey-oh. Good for you. Congratulations. Laura Fitch in the house. Congratulations, dear. Fan-fucking-tastic. Everyone say congratulations, Laura. Say congratulations. Congratulations. Everyone say congratulations. Oh, come on now. Really? We're still doing this bullshit? We're still doing it?
Stop whining.
Say congratulations to Laura. Congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com with SwoleCard 1584 in the subject and the mailing address, your mailing address, in the bio of the email, and Papa and Tess not included, but we'll send you that Swole card. Excellent. Excellent. Enjoy the card. And of course, we'll be giving away another one tomorrow. We got Swole Fam coming tomorrow. I'm curious while we're here, while we're wrapping up. So congratulations, Laura. Everyone say congratulations, Laura. Shit's rigged. What's your favorite content? What's your favorite content on YouTube? Of course, and let's just say, well, you can say the Daily Swole podcast, but I'd like to leave the Daily Swole podcast out of it, even though I'm flattered if the Daily Swole podcast is your favorite content. I would love, honestly, I would love. I'm looking forward to the podcast growing. It feels like the distribution's a little bit on the rough side. I think a lot of people are busy at some points. Like I try going live at different times of the day. I wish YouTube would distribute it more. I wish it would distribute the podcast more. I truly do love live streaming. I feel like that's just the purest form of content. So I wish that YouTube would promote that a little bit more, unfortunately. And I've thought about going live on both channels or multiple channels. But anyway, the Daily Swole is the Daily Swole being the Daily Swole. What's your favorite content? What's your favorite playlist, your favorite show? Just curious. Any channel. What's your favorite? And we can leave the Swolenormous X aside. We love Swolenormous X, but in terms of the public content, do you like Nuts on Chin? Do you like Extra Thirsty? Do you like, what's your favorite? I'm just curious. What's your favorite? Drop in the comments. I'm curious. Papa's curious. I'm curious. I am curious. Let's see what we got here. Thank you, Judry. I appreciate it. Anyone notice that Papa's calligraphy? Yeah, I'm getting fancy, I guess. Getting a little bit fancy with it. Looking pretty good. If I do say so myself. Not bad at all, fam. And I have a lot of ideas, and there's a lot more. I know a lot of you are like, holy shit, you put out so much content already, but I have more ideas. There's more playlists, there's more shows, there's more avenues and more directions I want to take all this. So I'm really excited for some stuff coming up. It's just a matter of literally building a lot of things on the back end and really figuring out some major moves. I know 2019 was huge. 2020, like there's some major moves and major things in the works that's going to be coming out, or that's being worked on. So there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes for that. Let me see here. Nuts on chin. I like environmentalist podcasts. Oh, I meant about my content. I'm like, do I do content on environment? You mean in general? Cool. I'm glad to hear it. Motivational videos. Well, that's why you're here. Josh, Red, White, and Swole is my favorite. Ren, I like the extra thirsty and the lives. Thank you. Podcast not rigged. I won the card after living at the podcast for 4 months. I wish my influencers did live streams. I think more people should do live streams. I think it's more of a lost, I don't want to say it's a lost art. I just think more people should do it. I think it's nice I think it just shows people who you really are because you're doing it live. It's not edited. Like right now, if I fart, I'm farting live. I mean, I guess I kind of do. Ooh, that's going to be messy. Let's see, all of them, but if I had to pick, I'd say nuts on chin, but I get really blown away about the stupidity that you find. Driving while gaining. DWG. Supergen, favorite channel is Procast and Papa Swolio. Politics, Lionel Nation. What does that mean? But the politics of Red, White, and Swole. Thank you, Mel. I appreciate your input. And thank you for making those comments before about the longer episodes and stuff. It's definitely like something, for all these channels, like for the Swolenormous Pro and for the Papa Swolio channel, like this is just what it is right now. Execution, getting it done, making it happen, building the channel, building the content. But the future, like live streams or any other kinds of shows on like the Papa Swolio channel, like all of that it's possible. So definitely looking to expand and change things, or, evolve that as necessary. DWG, Justin, KJ, Procast, thank you. Oh, and by the way, the Procast, I've been saying this for a little bit, but I'll be getting up those audio for the audio podcast. I'll be getting up those episodes, so I'll let you know when you can listen to them as well. So right now, of course, they're on YouTube, but I'll let you know when when you can check it out on Spotify and Apple and stuff. Also like the Ask Papa Swolio videos. Thank you. Excellent. Well, those haven't disappeared completely. Just been shifting that around. You guys are like listing what things do you like? I guess that's cool too. You can just list whatever you like, I suppose. I was curious about my content particularly, but that's cool. I appreciate it. Tess bitching at the end of the NOCs is what squeaks out the win for me. Respect. I hear you.
Is this a list of things I did to your mom last night?
Daily Swole is second for me, then NOC. Red, White, and Swole is your favorite. Thank you, Josh. Brittany Dawn. Boo. Fuck that bitch. No, I'm not kidding. DWG. NOC. I don't know if I know all the names. That's cool. You don't have to. DWG. Masterclass is cool. All right. Hey, look, it's a good thing. If you like, if I appreciate that. I'm glad that all of you are listing off all these different things. That's cool. That means we're doing it right. That's what I'm talking about, Judry. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see, Judry, when it comes to SwoleX content, DWG was very entertaining, just like NOC. Well, that's not Swolenormous X. That's just mainstream, but it's definitely the lives. I like to listen to someone else's mindset who's got experience. Cool, man. Appreciate it. I'm glad that you're here every day. I really appreciate your attention, your time, which is why I follow so many fitness channels, but the generic fitness content or tutorials have become boring. Well, have you seen... You've probably noticed this. I've noticed this like out of the corner of my eye. I've noticed a lot of, fitness channels that are big fitness channels now starting to try to do like current events and trending stuff. And like, it's just a rough shift because they never started off doing that. They're trying to pivot because, like I've always said, the fitness stuff gets commoditized. I still think we do it better than anyone else. And Swolenormous X is next fucking level, and it's always growing and it's amazing. But fitness content gets commoditized. So that's why the front facing stuff that I do is mostly other things, because how to do a bench press and how to squat. There's just thousands of videos of people that break it down perfectly. You know, how to do a squat. It's so generic. It's so fundamental. You know, any kind of content that I do based on that is going to be very specific or is going to have other aspects to it. Just the generic stuff is just not interesting to me. You know, aside from doing the content like instructional videos, but you know, it's like once you learn that, it's like, okay, cool. It's like, what's keeping you going? What's really investing you and what's really getting you past those sticking points? Master classes, very nice, very nice. Satara live is the best, but the political stuff is also great. Love hearing different perspectives, though we do agree on most things. Cool. And it's totally fine if we disagree. And, you know, FYI, when it comes to Red, White, and Swole, I'm not a diehard Republican. I'm not a diehard Democrat. I really don't like labels I don't like labels. I don't like teams. I never did. I never joined a frat. You can tell. I obviously don't do a lot of stuff with other people. I don't like being associated with other things or being associated with something that makes me subjected to their stupidity. So I like to look at the issues. I like to look at actually what's being said and what's happening. So I like to make the Red, White, and Swole is designed to be really open-ended, to be more of a discussion, more to be like, you know, bringing up topics and drop those comments down below. So I do have some strong opinions on certain issues, but I like to look at things issue by issue. But what's going on right now is it's crazy. The manipulation, and just because I have such a mind and such experience, because I do it every day with social media and marketing and everything, it's exactly what's going on. It's exactly what the mainstream media is doing. It's just marketing and distribution and clickbait and thumbnails and trends and stuff like that. It's very similar to just YouTube content and other types of video content. There you go, OE. I agree. Fitness channels have become boring and common. Everything is the same nowadays. Yeah, it's like how many times are you going to watch? How many times can you watch a video that tells you how to do a bench press properly? It's boring. It's boring. I mean, it's great information. Trust me. And the thing is, those videos are always great because there's always going to be someone that wants to learn how to do a bench press. But it's just commoditized. I mean, there's thousands of videos, if not millions. And like people do training vlogs all the time. It's like, okay, well, how many times are someone's going to watch you do a curl? Oh, you're squatting. Good for you. It's like I like doing that kind of content for members. I like doing that kind of stuff, with a specific purpose. I just don't like doing anything generic. I don't like doing anything that looks like anything that anyone else does, which is why I don't. Waiting for the audio procast so I can listen on the drive to work. All right, it's settled then. I'm marking that down. I'm going to make sure that I get that completely broadcast. Unacceptable. So I'll let you know when that's available. All right, Laura. Since you won the Swole card today, I'm listening. I'll get that done. If monetization is hard now, if you do more politics, all monetization will disappear. Well, that channel is not able to be monetized yet, the Red, White, and Swole, and I don't do any of my content to be monetized. So when I complain about monetization, the reason why I complain about monetization, the reason why I get pissed off is because if you get monetized, YouTube will show your video more because it's distribution. So if you make a video that YouTube can't make money off because, okay, if I make a really offensive video on an offensive topic or I say things in a certain way, it gets flagged. Let's say a lot of advertisers don't want to, when you run ads on Google or YouTube pre-roll ads, it'll ask you, hey, do you like what videos do you want or what category do you want to advertise on? You can choose to run it on any videos, or you can choose, okay, well, videos that aren't offensive, that don't show explicit content, blah, blah, blah. So if your video doesn't get monetized or it's not monetizable for most advertisers, YouTube cannot make as much money off showing ads on your video. So they're less likely to distribute your video to people because they can't make as much money on it. So I only care about the monetization as far as it gets me distribution. I don't really care about the money. So have you noticed? I don't make any of my content for like YouTube money. It's cool when I make a few bucks. It's like, it's a bonus, but I do YouTube not for the money. If I did, I wouldn't be able to make the content that I do, which is unfortunately why most people make the content in the manner in which they do. So they get monetized because they're YouTube's bitch. And I never wanted to be a bitch for YouTube. I keep skipping your comment. What's your comment? as I show this one, miracle motivates. What'd you type? What'd I skip? You know, my chat screen's going really fast, by the way. I haven't seen it. I'm scrolling up. I don't see anything. Did you say something mean that got flagged? I just scrolled all the way up past the Swole card giveaway. I don't see another comment. What's your comment? Just ask it again. Don't comment. See now, look, I'm showing your comment, and I don't even know what you asked. Do I have motivational audios? Yes. We have an entire Swolosophy section inside Swolenormous X. We have brain gains. And also, well, I don't actually don't want to get ahead, but there's also there's more stuff coming inside X that's along the same, a little bit of a preview, a little bit of a hint. I'm just going to drop a little nugget so you could thank OE for bringing this up. But there will be more stuff coming in terms of audio for X. That's all I'm going to say. So we have Swolosophy, we have brain gains, but there is more coming for audio. That's all I'm going to say about that, though. So yes. No generic. No. No generic. That's it. Run from generic. Run. Run from being generic. What about starting a Patreon? For what? Why would I do that? I don't want Patreon in my pocket either. Like, what would I do with Patreon? You can donate. You can do a live chat thing. You can do a super chat. You could join X. Like, that's what we have. I don't want Patreon in control of anything. That's why we have Swolenormous X and Swole TV, and join the Swole fam. You get any kind of exclusive content I put in there. Got some other ideas too, but yeah, I don't like having. That's why I don't have any. That's why currently there's no YouTube memberships and stuff. That's why I don't like doing a join button. Hey, join here on YouTube. I don't want YouTube in charge and taking a percentage of my shit and my hard work. No. Yeah, I didn't see a comment either. Maybe it got flagged or something and didn't make it through. The videos calling out Brittany Dawn are my favorite. Just enough drama. That was savage. Well, that's what popped off the main channel, or the big channel. I'd say the main channel, but it's not. Like, literally the Swolenormous channel. The Swolenormous channel is so flagged. Like, it doesn't move. Like, no subscribers. If anything, it's like losing. It's like kind of like flatlined. They don't distribute my content at all. It's completely shadow banned. It's not even shadow banned. It's just fucking. They tighten that shit up. I get no distribution on that main channel, none whatsoever. Like, you'll see the stats. You can see they flip the switch. You can see it goes literally like a cliff. The analytics just fucking cliff. So they shut that shit down hard, and it's been like for the past couple weeks just completely just flatline. And for me, honestly, I feel like the nuts on chin, I feel like the content on the main channel, I feel it just keeps on getting better and better. I love making those videos. I love the content. I love the stuff. They're just being more and more cunts about it. No, YouTube takes percentage for the processing of all submissions and stuff. I don't really know what the percentage is. 70, 80%, something like that. Yes. Oh, that's why I did the stuff on my own. That's why I did the stuff on Swolenormous X. That's why all that stuff, like any kind of membership stuff, I like to keep it offline, because I don't like to be subjected to whatever YouTube or Patreon or what have you. So Cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, I mean, it'll get more reach when we share it. I mean, look at how many people subscribe to this channel, right? How many people sub to the channel? How many people are on Swole Text? I text people, right? And look how many people are tuning in live. I mean, Facebook, I've been debating actually not posting on Facebook, right? I've been debating more and more not posting or not streaming on Facebook just because it's like no one's ever watching over there. There's only a few people only watching. So I've been wondering if the multi-streaming, I think we talked about it yesterday, the day before. I've been wondering if the multi-streaming is actually negatively affecting the reach on YouTube or the notifications. I wonder if because I'm splitting the stream and I am streaming and they know I'm streaming to multiple sites, I wonder if they're thinking, okay, we're not going to distribute as much because you're not distributing it directly to YouTube. So one of these days I'll probably try it. So just keep a heads up. But no matter what, I'll try to always do it on YouTube. Thank you, Mel. I appreciate it. Your interaction with your viewers is the best of any YouTuber I've ever seen. Yes. But I'm not a YouTuber, though. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I have a YouTube channel. I have 4. 4? 5. How many YouTube channels do I have? I don't call myself a YouTuber, though. But that's just me internally. I have to say that for myself. But I appreciate it. I get the sentiment. Let's see here. How many channels do we got? How many channels do we got? What we got here? Let's see. We got the Daily Swole. I don't even know how many accounts I got. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 5. We got 5. I got 5 channels. 5 channels. That's it. Just 5 channels. A lot of you are wondering, oh man, I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel. It's like, cool. I remember my first beer. It's all right. It's not for everyone. Papa, do you hypnosis? What do you mean? Like myself, or do I do? Like I've never done hypnosis, or I don't know. I probably could. Maybe I could hypnotize you. Maybe I could hypnotize someone. Maybe. It's not like you just go and hypnotize someone. That's like a skill. Papa loves being called a YouTuber. Oh, do I ever? I'm an influencer. I'm a fucking influencer. Ho ho ho. I'm a YouTuber. Fucking YouTuber. It's fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Don't tell me you have more channels than Nico Cotto. Maybe. Maybe. He probably has, what, 4 or 5? He has at least 3 or 4. We got what? I got the Daily Swole, got Papa Swolio, Swolenormous, Swolenormous Pro, Daily Swole Clips. Yeah. There might be another one coming too, by the way. Ooh. Oh, shit. A Swole tuber. I'll take it. I like that. I could be a Swole tuber. Let's see. I joined after Brittany Dawn. Yeah, that train wreck. All right, fam. Let's put Tessie in this nut. You got to go sleepies. You got to go sleepies. I got more content to do. I got to eat. Maybe some sauna time. Got some stuff going down. All right, the nut is gone. You looking sexy, baby girl. You good girl. Look at that sexy beach. Nah, she's fucking hyper. She's amped up. You good girl. You good girl, mama. So, yeah, Papa's like what? People always ask how old she is. I think she's what, like 16, 17? 15 to 16, something like that. 17? I don't even know. Yeah, she goes up and down stairs. She goes like, I have her do stairs all the time. She goes up and down like 4 or 5 flights of stairs. Yeah, she's a beast. Does her sprinting, does her cardio. It's been raining though. Yeah, you're a good girl. It's been raining, so I have to take her. It was pouring earlier. It was really storming, so I don't know if I can take her for a walk today. Let me see here. I know. Oh, did I just say that? Did I say it out loud? All right, we'll look outside. We'll look outside and I'll see. I'll see what the weather looks like. Let's see here. Papa is incredible. Oh, thank you. Hits home clear better than any newscaster or college professor ever. Breaking news. Well, thank you so much. That gets me amped up. I'm excited. You know what? I'm super stoked. All right, you guys are getting me amped up. So I appreciate all the input and all the feedback on the channels and things like that. And I will keep on putting out tons of content and we will see where it all goes. So make sure you go and subscribe to those new channels like the Papa Swolio channel and Swolenormous Pro. Go enjoy and check it out. Yeah, she is an old timer. Yeah, she's like 16 or 17. I forget. 17. Yeah, she's old. She's old, but she eats raw beef. She's a beef beast. A beef beast? You're a beast. You crazy. You an animal. You sexy. You sexy. Give me your leg. I want to eat it. Give me your leg. Oh. Got a hairball? Let's see here. Let's see here. Da na 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 na. What are the new channels? What are the new channels? Oh no, the new channels: the Papa Swolio channel and the Swolenormous Pro channel. Yeah. Oh, she's got beast legs. She's muscular as hell. This is solid muscle right back here. Strong. Oh, you're being a beesh. You're being a beesh. You are. You're beesh. You're being a beesh. Yeah, you're being a little whiny beesh. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Wah, wah, wah. No one cares. Yeah. Let's see here. All right, cool. Anyway, we're just chilling. What a nice podcast. What a nice episode. All right, fam. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 1584 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Chilling out a little bit longer than usual for the Ask Papa Swolio Live. Go enjoy the brand new Procast. More coming. Go have a nice, wonderful evening with your family, friends, whatever you're doing, and be safe. Enjoy the content. And remember, tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time for the accountability meeting. Same time, same place, but inside the private group. So not here. If you want to join, go check out Swolenormousx.com. Play that King D. I shall. And go follow King Darius, all the places, so you can enjoy his music. All right, fam. Peace, McGee's. Deuce, Magoose. Yeah, boy, Papa Swolio. Oh. Out. 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 I missed the button the first time, so I'm just trying to play it off. Make it casual. Out. Okay, now out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made.
That's a bed that you made.
That's a bed that you laid.
That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint shit. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing?
Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in